traders, it's 33 minutes past 11 a.m. here in Brisbane on Friday, the 12th of January, and I am out of the ring with the Russell. So let's take a look at where we were when I've done the update video and what happened. So when I did the update video, we were sitting around here. It was an hour to the opening of the European session. Now, what we can see here is that the market tried to go higher and it actually made a very slightly higher high. But this is quite a weak move. And if we'll drill down into the 15 minutes, and this is what got me, because I mentioned on the update video that if this market will start to look weak, that will be quite a worry for me because we haven't been able, if we go back into the 4 hours, we haven't been able to ping this high at that time of the update video. So I was worried that the move that broke the level was quite weak. Now, if we'll take a look here on the 15 minutes, we can see that there was a level that was formed here. So I just want to mark that level through. Let's do it with this color, with the pink color. So we can see it was attached and went a high and another higher high. Then came down all the way through that area, touched it, couldn't go any higher, came back again, rejected, and went to a higher high. Now, for me, if this level is taken where the buyers were able to defend it quite strongly, then that says to me there's a lot of sellers still sitting here. And combine that with the news that were coming in a couple of hours and the fact that they couldn't break that previous high on the 4 hours, and I decided to go defensive on this fight and get out of the ring if this opponent will come back into my striking area. And as you can see, we even had another touch here and a small consolidation before the break. So these are all telltale signs for me that the sellers are actually ready to take over, and I was out of the ring on this move down to that low. Now you can see that there was a bounce off that area. It was still a buy area, but it wasn't a strong bounce. And when I looked at it, you can see that at this area, the high that it made off that bounce, it couldn't go any higher than this previous high. And that again said to me that I made the right choice. So I was out of the ring with this candle over here for a draw. Now, I also mentioned that these big economic news, the CPI numbers, could have a strong effect on this opponent. And what happened is, in reaction to the news, the market spiked higher and then spiked lower. So this was a big, strong reaction to the news. It actually came out inflation hotter than expected at 3.4. They were expecting a 3.2, which means that the time that the Fed might start cutting interest rate might not be as close as March as many in the market were thinking. Now, currently, the market is making lows and lower highs. It still look weak. I still like the level. I still like the higher time frame, and even more so now that this become a more level of imbalance. But there needs to be a bit more commitment from the buyers before I'll be looking for another setup around this area. So a draw for me on this one. I am happy with this result. Sometimes when we identify the opponent suddenly getting the upper hand, there's nothing wrong with walking out of the ring and waiting for a better time to start striking. Happy knockouts, everyone. Bye for now.